Alright, so the quickest way to get to our portal is by going to go.ntu.edu/faculty_portal. And then here you'll be directed to enter in your Unity ID and your password. You can hit login, accept, and then you'll come to our internship portal. So you can either manage the companies or you can manage the students. So first I'll go to managing the companies. So here you'll find all the different students. If someone has submitted a new company or a new position, it will show up, and you also get an email. You can click on there, so you can approve the company, just go with it. You can disapprove the company and not send an email. So that's like if someone enters something and they're really not relevant to the Ag Institute at all. It may have just been like a blank thing that someone was trying to send out to everyone. And then you can disapprove the company with email. So like, hey, tell us more about your company before we go ahead and approve you. And then here's where you'll find, I did this for myself, so here's where you'll find the email address and password. So that's the next thing on there. We'll go ahead and use Bland Landscaping as an example. So you can see all the information about their company. Here you can change it if like the admin person is the one that enters in everything, but then you have the employer that's actually doing the evaluations. You can update that here. You can also edit the position information, so if they need help, you can do that. I also think the easiest way is to go do an incognito window and then register and sign in like you're one of the employers using this email and password, and then doing everything from there in that way. I think that's the easiest way. But you can also view the applicants here. You can upload an application for the company in case they're having problems, and you can also deactivate the position information. So like if they decide they don't want the position to be available anymore, you can do that. So that's everything you need to know there. And you can see the massive list of all the companies in the contact information, so that's important so we can reach out to them again. And then also we definitely need their address so we can send them any of our materials. And you want to make sure that you've selected the right year. A lot of them I moved over from 2016 to 2017, so we'll need to see if the 2017 ones will need to go over to 2018, so on and so forth. Then you can click on the student listing, and here you find all the students. So this is from summer 2017. So I'll go to Ashley Barrow. So this is what it will look like for the student, the employer, and the AGI coordinator, so we can see what exactly we need to do. So here the growth, you'll find the memorandum of agreement, so that's where everyone has to click. The growth plan is important because it enters in the student's start and end dates, so you know how many weekly reports are needed. Also down here is like the history, so you can actually see when everything has happened. So the growth plan is really important. That like needs to be done before the student goes into the internship. Then the weekly reports the students do each week, and the main role for the employer is to do the midpoint evaluation and the exit evaluation. They're both like pretty straightforward, and helps give the grade to the student. Going back to the students, they also have to make sure that the evaluations are getting done. And then they will do their own evaluation. The intern will complete their own evaluation of the employer, so we'll only see that. And that's just to make sure that the employer is a good employer to work with for the future. And then the final report, so that's the students all have to do a final project, so that's where that will be. And then they also have to do a final presentation, but that's not on here. When the student's finished, you can finalize, or you can also go to their portfolio and that will show up everything, application, everything that the student has done will pull up there. So that's the main stuff with that. Also at the top of this page, you can remind students to complete the growth plan, students to complete the weekly report. You can also remind employers to sign the growth plan and employers to complete the midpoint. So there's a lot of different buttons, but that just sends out the mass email. There's also the county listing there for everyone. So that's all that is. And the best way I think to enter a new company is just going straight to do it as if you were an employer entering the company, and then you'll go back and approve or disapprove the company from this view. So that's it.